let's take another look at the RACER Blue Air Jordan 3s. Welcome back to Kicks on Kicks, my channel where I review sneakers. Today, we're looking at another pair of Air Jordan 3s in the RACER Blue colorway. This is a shoe that I honestly slept on. I was not a fan of these when I saw the pictures online when these initially released, and I was kind of surprised to find that people are still loving these years later. But I grabbed a pair of these for my daughter a few weeks ago when school started. And when I saw these in person, I was like, yo, this is a dope shoe. And honestly, it's really just a flip of the Fire Red 3, but all the parts that are red are blue. And it's dope. It's dope. So we're going to take a quick look at the shoe. We'll look at the packaging. I'll show you some things you can look out for on the legit checking front, and then we'll get out of here. So let's start with this shoe from the bottom up. This is a standard Air Jordan 3 outsole. You've got your RACER Blue. You got your sort of tech gray and some white there on the midfoot. Cool little pivot point. This traction just looks like it sucks. Like you'd be sliding all over the place. You're trying to play basketball in these in the 80s or any other time in life, right? But anyway, that's the outsole. Let's look at the midsole, where, in my opinion, the star of this shoe is that super bright electric blue. Like it's a powerful blue. This is not like the sport blue Jordan 3s that came out a few years back where, well, for one, there wasn't even any blue like on the, yeah, there was some blue on the midsole, but it wasn't this like glossy blue. This is like it's stark, it's glossy. It's an electric blue. It's really all I can say. But anyway, that blue wrapping all the way around the midfoot or midsole until you get to the medial side in the middle of your foot. Very nice. Let's move on to the uppers where we've got this pretty thin elephant print. I like the slope on that. But the thing that I didn't like about this shoe was the elephant print. And you can see it's not the same elephant print as like basically every other Air Jordan 3 where you've got like a pretty sparse pattern of like the dark or the black there. The black kind of takes over and there's like little bits where the gray kind of pokes out or peeks out. And that's why I didn't like this shoe to begin with. But honestly, the black and blue is dope. I like it. So moving on to the actual upper, not just the mudguard. You've got like a synthetic leather here in the mudguard area. And then that moves up to a tumbled leather for the upper portion of the shoe. You got your RACER Blue hits on these lace eyelets as well as on the tongue. You got your blue embroidered tongue. And a blue sock liner. Lots of blue, even on the ankle collar, you get that blue. So very nice. You're going to see this blue all over the shoe. And honestly, I like it. You know, when I was a kid, my favorite color was red. And the older I get, the more I love blue. And this is it's a whole lot of blue. It's dope. I like it. It's a lot of blue. It's a electric blue. It's a stark blue, but it's not overpowering because the shoe is mostly white. So I like it. Anyway, let's move on to the heel where you've got your Jumpman Air on the heels, not Nike Air, since this is not an OG colorway. I'm totally fine with that. Looking at the insole on the shoe, you got a white insole with a blue Jumpman. Can we even see that? Yeah, there we go. So there you go. There's that. And I mean, that is pretty much the shoe. Let's take a quick look at the packaging for you. This shoe came in a pretty plain Air Jordan 3 box. You've seen this box a bunch of times. Got a nice RACER Blue Jumpman logo. Got that elephant print, which ironically is basically the same elephant print as on the shoe. And what we got? We got Air Jordan 3 Retro, white, RACER Blue, and black. Got these in the size 9 because I wear a size 9. And retail on these was $190, which nowadays Air Jordan 3s are what, $210? So yeah, that's that. As far as legit checking indicators, these are going to be a little bit harder to tell. This shoe came out back before they started refining the shape on the Jordan 3s. So this one's got a bit of a bulkier toe box. Although my pair, actually the toe box looks slimmer than you would normally get on Air Jordan 3 from a couple years ago. So that's pretty dope, if I'm being completely honest. Other than that, you're looking at embroidery issues on the tongue And then you're going to be looking for excess glue. I find there's a lot of excess glue on this midsole, like between the midsole and the upper. See it right there. Other than that, you want to look for pen marks. Let me grab the black light, see if we can find anything under the black light real quick. All right, got the black light, and let's see. Oh, there we go. That's where you're gonna find your differences right there. You can see, I don't know how well you can see here. Let me turn this light down, maybe you can see better. But you see those marks, those guidelines on the leather right there on that toe box to align the toe box. That is not something that you would typically see on the retail shoe. They've even got it just above this mud guard. I was remarking on how I was like, oh wow, the elephant print comes up like where it's supposed to. Well, they got guidelines to show you where it was supposed to go to begin with. Other than that, like I said, a little bit of extra glue there, connecting that midsole to the upper. But yeah, so for these, the real test is going to be under the black light, which, if you're just putting these on feet, then, it doesn't matter. But somebody's trying to sell you a pair of these shoes and you're like, oh, you think you got a great deal because they're dead stock condition, whatever. Bring a black light flashlight with you for the transaction or request black light photos from your seller. I don't know, man. The way I feel in 2023, unless you're buying shoes from a trusted seller, you shouldn't be buying them. If you got to ask if they're real, they're probably not. But hey, that's the shoe. That's the game we live in. I already did an on feet of this shoe when my daughter wore them. So I'll leave you with that. And I'll see you guys in another video real soon. Peace.